Okay, family. So I had this. I don't know if it's a dream. No, it's not a dream. I don't know what to call them. Sometimes, like if I meditate, I'll see stuff, or sometimes I could just be sitting on my bed, like in my bed now, just lean back and close my eyes and see stuff. One time I put a crystal on my a clear quartz crystal on my forehead, right here where my mole is on my third eye. And I closed my eyes, and when I closed my eyes, my eye opened, and I could see through the crystal. And it was like I was looking through a window, and I was looking through somebody's window. It wasn't here on Earth; it was somewhere else. I could see all kinds of stuff, and and I woke up and I opened my eye, and I was like, "What?" I looked at the crystal, and I was like, "What? What just happened?" I stuck it back up there, and I closed my eye. I was meditating, like whatever, and I went right back. I could see like through the crystal, like I was looking through a window, like kind of with a little screen on it. I don't know what that was. I mean, I know what I saw, but I don't know how. I don't know. I've done so much amazing stuff that I didn't realize was amazing until like now. You know, when people talk about things and you try to do amazing stuff, I'm like, oh, I did that already. It's like, oh, I did that already. What? I don't know. So this one I just thought about because I made a comment on somebody's YouTube channel about the girl seeing a deity, right? So one time I was laying back on the bed and I was like, I was trying to manifest a house, this house that I wanted. And I was like, okay, so if you to manifest, you have to make it like it's real, like imagine it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay back, I'm gonna think about the house, and I knew the house like inside and out just from looking at pictures of it. So I lay back, and I was kind of meditating. I was doing all the stuff too, taking 3 deep breaths to get myself in a meditative state. So I had my eyes closed, and I was really, really, really trying to think. So finally, I was like in the house, and I was walking through. I walked through the front door, and I was like, "Ooh!" And I was thinking, "It looked just like the pictures online. This is amazing." So I'm walking through the house, and the next thing you know, it was like whoosh, and I was in a room. It's weird. I was in the room, but it's almost like I was looking through a viewer. Like you know how the person view you have if you're looking through a viewer. Like you there, but it looks like a viewer. So I'm sitting there looking, and I was like, "What the hell?" And it was like a round type room, and it seemed like the wall kind of curved this way at the top and at the bottom, like a discus, but it was real thick. So anyway, it was round, golden. It was pretty. It was so golden. And then like around the edge of the room, standing in a circle, was these beings. They was like tall and slender, like, I don't know what this is, but they was tall and slender, like, very suave looking, like when they moved, they shimmy. That's what it looked like. And they were all standing around, and they was real tall. I don't even know, like not 6 feet, but like taller than that. And they were black, shiny like black lacquer almost, but they look like what they look like. They look like warrior guards, but they weren't in warrior guard positions. It was like in a meeting room or something, and they all were standing around, and they were focusing it on something in the middle. You know how like on Star Wars, well, I always got a movie reference, sci-fi, but anyway, like on Star Wars, and they had a table, then the thing projects up through the table, and they could see and interact with whatever it is projecting up through the table. It was like that, and I was like this. I was like, what the hell? This is not the house. What am I thinking? I can't. I'm supposed to be meditating, focusing on the house. I was like, whoosh, get out the way. So I was focusing, and I was like, okay, I'm back in the house. So I was walking through the house. I'm like, yeah, this is like the kitchen. And next thing you know, it was like, whoosh, I was right back there again. I was like, damn it, what is this? I was like, I don't even know how to focus right. And then I kind of did like that because it was like, poof, like here's everybody still, and it was like, poof, and it was like a green aura nebula. I was like, ooh, a green nebula with like gold sparkles. This is neat. And then whatever was in the center of the table was like coming forth through the green aura nebula. Like, ooh, it was coming through, and I could see like a whole face coming through, materializing. And the face was big. Like, it was huge. It was like almost room size huge. But I still could see all the other stuff in the background. And I was just kind of leaning my head back a little bit like, what is this? And as it was coming through, I was kind of turning my head like, does look familiar. And I was like, oh, it was Anubis. It was Anubis. And it was weird because like his nose and stuff came through the green first. Then it was like his whole eye, his whole face. Dun, 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 dun. That's what the music sound like. Like dun, 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 dun. It's coming out through. You can see like his ears and stuff looking like a shoulder exquisitely. It was like, I was like, wow, Anubis. That's amazing. What is Anubis doing in my meditation? Oh my gosh. I must not know what I'm doing. And I was like looking around like, I don't know how I keep getting in this room. No. Like, this is not the time to be thinking about Anubis. No. Think about the house. It was like, whoosh. And I was back in the house. And then I was like, forget it. It's like, I'm never going to get a house. I'm never going to get the house because I can't even manifest right and meditate right. What the hell? Now I'm like, oh. Anubis was trying to acknowledge me. Like, I acknowledge you, my young one. And I was like, get out the way. And it's funny because even though his head was like super huge, like I should have been scared. I should have been so scared, but I wasn't. I was like, oh, Anubis. I love Anubis. I've always loved Anubis. And I love nebulas. I always thought that I'm from a nebula. I don't know why. I don't know. It's a good question. But I always thought I'm from a nebula because I love nebulas. So to see those two things together was like, cool. So now I'm like, wow, where was I? What was I on some kind of ship? I mean, it seems like it was, but yeah, because it was like a room that looked like it could have been in the ship. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but that's my dream vision. And that was spectacular, and I didn't even know it. People want to have experiences like that. And I be having experiences like that. Like, what the hell is that? All right, peace, family.